Okay, cue theme music. We're rolling. Take one. You know, I ought to have theme music on this. Maybe something in the public domain or one of my own self-serving rockabilly type songs. Something that would fit. And now, on a special edition of I Buy Old Records with Brother Max Stevens, we're going back to somewhere that I was already last week. I went out and looked in a supermarket parking lot at a bunch of 45s gentlemen had, a few 78s. Wasn't anything I needed, but I told them, keep my number, give me a call. They kept my number, they gave me a call, and I'm going back out. Because there's one or two really cool sounding records in there, and I don't want to spoil it by saying what they are, but if they are, then it's a good day. Let's go out there and check. Take my hand, ride with me. Or you can leave my hand free and just sit in my rubble-strewn Honda Element as we head down a beautiful day on a Texas highway or two and just have a good time. Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to embark on a really long, good record trip, like we did in the old days. So, I Buy Old Records. Stay with me. Let's go this place again and see if I have better luck. Alright? Alright, well, I'm almost there. Taking a slightly different route. I hate driving the same routes over and over and over. That breeds boredom, and boredom doesn't breed anything good in me. I have a very low boredom tolerance. Some folks can do it. Not me. Probably in about 10 minutes I'll be in the area. First, though, because I'm heading out here early to my appointment, I'm going to hit a couple of places that were closed last week when I came through here. You might recollect a large red barn, and I think it's called the Red Barn. It's supposed to be open today. My mistake was last week, hit it on a Monday or maybe a Tuesday. Well, it's Wednesday and it says online that they're open, so yay! I have found good records at this place. Found a couple of really rare Northern Soul things before I started doing this podcast, maybe about 3-4 months ago. Well, this might look familiar to y'all who notice things. Oh, good. Little thrift shop there is open. I'll come back to that. Hopefully it'll be open. It's just not quite 3 o'clock, so I'm sure it will be. We're going to bypass the downtown area, and it's got a fascinating courthouse here. Ellis County Courthouse. There's just part of it sticking up there. That courthouse was built, I think, in the 1800s, and they had, I believe, an Italian or Sicilian guy who would cut the rock for it and make the statues and such. He was supposed to put a whole series of faces all over parts of the courthouse, real ornate stuff. And he had fallen in love with a local girl. So he started putting her face up there, you know, like a little face of a cherub, angel, and it's all that girl. Except, at one point, she broke up with him. So he kept putting her face, but then they got to be angry and grotesque. Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna go into the Red Barn and see what's what. And I think I know what it is. Well, this place is great. It seems to have grown a bit. And it's just chock full of stuff. And if you'll notice, I'm walking a bit gimpy today. A couple of years ago, I destroyed a knee while exercising. If that's not irony, I don't know what is. And I had to go about 6 months till I could make it to Argentina, because I don't have insurance here. No, not at all. Yeah. So, since I'm a legal resident there, I was able to get good quality medical care, and didn't cost me much. I sprung for a private doctor. He cleaned the meniscus out, made it all good, in and out in a few hours, and life is better. That's your little health story for the day. Don't know why you need one, but apparently we've got quite a call for that sort of thing. Electric guitar and amp, $80. Nah. It's left-handed and, well, it's fairly junk. But don't get me wrong, junk guitars can be very, very good sounding in the proper and competent hands. Well, this is the area where the records used to be. I guess that's all in the past now, but that's good. I like when places change out. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. There's a few LPs. Hip-hop house type stuff, I suppose. Toy trains. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to nose around a bit more. Well, as nice as the place was on the inside, it was not only completely bereft of records, it didn't have any at all that I wanted. And so I'm going to kill a little more time, I think check another store or two, maybe that thrift store I passed. And then I'll head over to the grocery store parking lot for hopefully the star of this show. Okay, let's drive by this one first though. I think it was, yeah, it was closed last week. Looks like I'm in luck today though. It says architectural. No, it's not the same place. Dang it. I was mistaken. There you go, back into me, don't even look. It's where you can't even be filming with one hand and driving with the other without people not watching where I'm going. I think I told you in a previous episode I like the thrift places, and the seedier the better, where you kind of have to dig through stuff and there's no set pattern of what's there or, you know, where they put it. This is one of those places. It's quite beautiful actually. Hope I'm out of their driveway. If not, they'll holler at me, I'm sure. Well, no 45s at all, but I found decent vintage, I guess you'd say. Really old anyway. LP box. I don't do much with LPs, but my wife likes LPs for some reason. So she's got a bunch, and I'll go to her once I clean it up. Let's check out this one. Another one, and then I may have run out of places until I go to the grocery store parking lot. Oh well, we're just rolling to the next place. It's a thrift shop that I passed earlier. Hopefully I'll get word from the people that I am in communication with. Well, heck, I can't even park there. I'll come back in a bit. I'll see if I can find another spot. You know how it is in small town Texas. You just, too many people and you just can't find a parking space. Well, good. The other party's on their way, bringing the records, and I'm kind of excited to see if what I hope is there is there. If it's there, I'll pay them well. I'm sure we can always come to an agreement. And if not, hey, I came out and looked. Win-win. Maybe the second's not such a win, but it beats sitting inside all day watching Judge Judy or something like that. Let's see how this pans out. So I bought the whole box full. Sadly, they're pretty rough shape. But anyway, Pee Wee King doing Caddy Town, which is one of his, well, he was a polka playing accordion player who hated rock and roll when it came out. In fact, he wrote a song, or not a song, an article for Country Song Roundup magazine, said, let's just kill this rock and roll thing by everybody doing versions of it and get the public hating it. He tried. Fats Domino, it's all right. There we go. Roy Orbison, You're My Baby, and Rock House. That's just good, solid rockabilly. And there's the rockabilly anthem itself, Carl Perkins, Honey Don't. And I don't know who this guy is. Elvis Presley Mystery Train on a Sun 78. It should play okay, but it is whooped. And I don't care. I can always use a Sun 78 of Elvis. There we go. Chuck Berry, one of his lesser known efforts. Bobby Charles. Eddie Fisher. Back to the Elvis. Jailhouse Rock. I just wanna be your teddy bear by Elvis. Heartbreak Hotel. And then one of his harder to find ones. I'm gonna sit right down and cry over you. Like I say, these are fairly whooped. These are very whooped. But the thing is, maybe on my old player they'll play great. Blue Moon and Just Because, two of his son's songs that weren't issued until he went to RCA. Most common one he did, Love Me Tender. And it's got a piece out of it, Don't Care. Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel. And then we've just got a whole bunch of other hits by Fats Domino, Smiley Lewis, etc., etc. We've also got a big handful of 45s. There's a few interesting small labels hiding in there. Hopefully they'll turn out to be good. Most of these are not. They're going to be junk, but we came to an okay price, and I think it's going to be a little bit profitable for me. Not too profitable, but that's okay. I don't have to pay the rent with every record I buy. I'd like to, but I'm a realist. And realistically, I think I'm gonna go home, have a bite, get to bed early, because tomorrow I'm gonna leave out on a long record trip. I'll see you guys later. I buy old records, and like and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, we've got bonus points right now because I saw a junk store, thrift shop, almost an antique place. They had some 78s for $1 each. I always love the old red label Champions. Pretty scarce label there. Claxtonola. Another red label Champion. And I'm not sure what these are. Hopefully they'll be hot dance bands or something. If not, they're just good listening from the late 20s, early 30s. And that one seems pretty good. Another Claxtonola. So that was just bonus. And when they're $1 a piece, you can gamble. I'll see you fine folks later. I think it's all about shut down now. Well, at the end of the day, I've got a big tub of 45s and 78s stacked on top. I shudder to look through them. That's just how I picked them up. And I've got the big box there that I picked up earlier today. And there's Susie Hughes. She's all of 16 and a half years old. Got a faint heart murmur, but she's strong. Well, it's sure like for you to like and subscribe. I'd do most anything, baby, offer you a bribe. But I'm kind of broke now, so we'll let that slide on by. Well, you're here anyway, so baby, give it a try. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't make me demean myself like this more.